Oldham. Number 1, Burke. Number 2, Sherman. Number 3, Foy. Number 4, Bridge. Number 5, Taylor. Number 6, Topless. Number 7, Kerwin. Number 8, Clark. Number 9, Sanderson. Number 10, Waddle. Number 11, Worrell. Number 12, Hobbs. Number 13, Flanagan. And the subs for Oldham at 14, Warnock. And at 15, Raper. Wigan team for tonight. Full-back Hampson. On the right wing at 2 is Lydon. Right centre at 3 is Ellery Hanley. 4, Bell. 5, Gill. Sean Edwards at 6. Andy Gregory at 7. 8, Graham West. 9, Martin Dermott. 10, Brian Case. 11, Ian Roberts. 12, Ian Potter. 13, Andy Goodway. And the Wigan substitutes for tonight are David Stevenson and Rob Lowe. Referee is Mr. Spencer. Ground been liberally sprinkled with straw as the teams line up, and it looks as if Oldham have won the toss, and they're going. Wigan will kick off, playing from left to right. Lydon been called up to kick to start this cup tie going. The opening exchanges we expect to be fierce and hectic. Both packs sort themselves out. Lydon hoists a high one into the corner, which looks a little bit dark. Oldham come charging forward up to the 25. Wigan moving in quickly, smothering them. 3 forwards going into the tattle together. The referee going up to see what's happening in the tattle. Oldham come charging in, but not making a lot of ground as Flanagan goes down underneath the Wigan defence. Tight in the forwards in these early moments. Oldham getting ready for the kick, lined up with little dummy. Wigan go in and hold him. Didn't manage to get his kick in. Referee signaling 5 tattlers gone as Flanagan flings it back. Clean bouncing ball for Hampson at fullback. Hampson being put down very heavily. Flanagan going in on touch judge's arm. Seen an incident in the tattle. Thought there was a slight swing earlier on. Worrell and Flanagan into the tattle. The penalty to Wigan. Both packs will be taking each other on in these early doors. Joe Lydon makes no mistake with that. Martin Dermott coming up. Wigan's first chance to attack, and it's going to be Graham West to take them on. Goes striding into the defence. Forward trying to get at him. Looking hungry for the tattle. Graham West looking to the touch judge as Brian Case goes forward, and Oldham are moving in very quickly. Dermott working a switch to Gregory. Gregory managed to get his pass in, and Wigan have knocked on, and it's been snapped up by Oldham. Bridge waiting behind to play the ball, moving it across. Kerwin just hands it on. Wingman Taylor tries to crash his way through. Hooker Sanderson trying to come through. Oldham running up into the Wigan line, ready for the kick, but they're having trouble getting the kick in as Topless managed to get it back to Hobbs. Awkward one for Hampson, does well to trap it. The bags to cover there as he runs across the field, and he's down 10 yards inside his own half. Potter behind to play the ball, dumbing with it. Had to go on his own. Wigan weren't grouped ready for him in time. Now we have Dermott almost on the halfway line. On to West. West drives into the defence. On to Gregory. Gregory along the deck. Awkward bouncing ball on this ground. Gill's up quickly. takes his man, the referee says Gill's offside. Took Burke very quickly and Burke lost the ball, so it's a penalty to Oldham, 10 yards out from their own line. That kick of Gregory's gained Wigan, pushed Oldham back and gained Wigan a lot of ground. It's a very narrow angle. Hobbs hoists a very high one. Good kick from a narrow angle. There's the kick behind the Wigan defence. Sitting up for Hampson. Hampson trying to come down the middle, but the tackling is fierce. Penalty for Wigan, lying on the play of the ball. A bit of mauling and messing, and it's Worrell once more. And Sunday's opened his mouth and lost another 10 yards of ground. Lydon to kick for touch down the Oldham left wing. That's a good long-ranging kick by Joe Lydon. Halfway between the halfway line and the Oldham 25. Dermott to start the game, and it's going to be West again. He does a switch and it's Case goes driving hard. Good way, wanting it first. And his penalty to Oldham. Referee having a word with Case, saying get up and play the ball. Wanting him up quicker than that. Both sides giving away penalties. Oldham down the Wigan right wing. Brings Oldham into the Wigan half, into a good attacking position. Bridge, and a restart with a tap. Bridge kicking deep into the Wigan in goal area. It runs across to Gill. Gill on his own line. Tattle gets up again. India Rubberman bouncing out of the tackle. But now it's Oldham who are in a good strong position. It's Wigan in possession near their own line. Forwards are going to have to battle away. And Oldham have made it easy for them by going offside at the play of the ball. So it's another penalty to Wigan. 5 minutes of this first half gone. Neither side really settled down. A lot of tension in the game, so players are giving away penalties for petty offences. Now Wigan decide they're going to kick, and that's going behind Burke. He's having to retreat for it into his own 25. A lot of white blue jerseys up there, and Goodway bounces him down up very quickly. Burke getting up very slowly, looking hurt in that. The ball's moved across the field and it's head down again and bash. Sanderson going over to behind the play of the ball. Sanderson doing the run around, it's switched back inside, and Wigan holding Oldham very easily at the moment. Sanderson again behind the play of the ball, moving it out onto the narrow side. Cowan passes it on and Wigan are in quickly. Tattling's fierce and determined and strong. Acting half back, making a good break for Oldham. Referee holds his hands up, 5 tackles gone. As Cowan kicks along the ground for Gill. Gill traps it, keeps it in play. Trying to beat them on the outside, still shrugging them off. Determined running, and we're back inside the Wigan half. Graham West going forward, gains a good 10 yards of ground. Out to Gregory, Gregory to Edwards. Now Wigan getting the line, moving to Hanley. Hanley trying to come down the middle. Tattling's determined and fierce. Potter moves it out. Wigan having to turn back inside as Bell goes back. Heavily tackled by Sanderson. Wigan finding it hard to penetrate. Flung back for the kick for Lydon. And that's a long-ranging kick. Knocked into play by Taylor in his own 25. Hanley and Roberts are up there. And they crush him down to the ground. Flanagan back waiting behind the play of the ball. Flanagan running it out, running cross field, straightens up. Buried underneath 3 Wigan forwards. Sanderson behind the play of the ball. Flicks it across. Kerwin moving it across the field. And Wigan going in hard and pushing them back. And now it's Oldham who are finding it very difficult to make ground. As it tight in the forwards. Slipped inside nicely by number 8, by Clark. Now Oldham is stretching Wigan as they move the ball along the line. A long pass comes out to Bridge, bringing Taylor inside. Taylor runs into Hanley, and Lydon goes down in the fifth tattle, topless behind the play of the ball, flows it back to Bridge. Bridge hoisted across the field. Coming to Hampson. Hampson has Gill with him. Decides he's going to go down the middle. Great run by Hampson, split them wide open. Tremendous run, still on his feet. Managed to get his pass into Gill. Gill keeping it moving on to Hanley. Gill was flattened in the late tattle. Nearly lost his head, did an amble in, and it's Hanley who's down. It was Hanley who was taken in the high tattle as Gregory tries to batter his way down the middle. Wigan driving forward up the middle of the field after a wonderful run by Hampson. Now it's Roberts. Roberts puts his shoulder in, lifts the ball high, can't get rid of it. Arms are locked. Dermot, the crowd roars, it goes to Gregory. Gregory holding it, and he's smothered, he can't get rid of the ball. Wigan forwards very close together as Case runs at them, hands off one. Forwards hanging on to him. Referee signalling 5 tatters gone. Hampson's gone out on the right wing. Gregory trying to get out, slips a pass, has gone astray. Wigan lost it on the last tattle there. Hampson having to go back to the full-back position. Oldham now trying to clear the 25. And Wigan saying it'll not pass. Trying to pin them down inside the Oldham 25. Ball well out to Bridge. Bridge trying to come down the middle. Followed from behind. And Hanley going to be cautioned, I think. Referee not happy with something that he saw in the tattle. Reading him the riot act. Referee saying it was a stiff arm that went in. Oldham down the Wigan right wing. A good high kick. Come to 10 yards inside the Wigan half. Sanderson, short one onto Waddle. Waddle puts his shoulder in, met by the Wigan forwards. Has to go down underneath West. Sanderson again to Flanagan. Flanagan trying to come down the middle, turning and twisting, and Wigan holding them in the same spot. Now it's Kirwan, the scrum half, who's come up, doing a little break. Lovely break by Kirwan, and he just has his ankle stabbed. A desperation tackle by Wigan, and the ball's been lost. West did extremely well there to tap those ankles as Kirwan came through very well, but Wigan have got possession inside their own 25. Dermot having to run it out. Still coming, dummying, head down, trying to duck underneath tackles. Wigan player receiving attention. Back referee says back to one as Gregory gets it moving. Onto Hanley. Hanley coming hard down this wing. Looking for support, but he can't get rid of the ball. Joe Lydon come up to the acting half-back. Moves it inside to Gregory. Gregory taking them on, running into the forwards. Lets the ball go. Edwards can't take it. Referee says play on. Comes to Sanderson, and Sanderson is down, and players are finding it difficult to hang on to this ball. Long pass, Flanagan getting the line moving. Goes out to Burke. Burke bringing his centre inside. Comes to Flanagan. Flanagan doing the run around. And there's a gap in the Wigan ranks, and Wigan snatched topless out of the air, and Oldham putting a lot of pressure on Wigan at the moment, playing good football as Kirwan gets his pass out onto Hobbs, onto the wingman Taylor coming inside, Lydon hanging on to him. He has to go down on the Wigan 25. Flanagan behind the play of the ball. Out to Kirwan. Kirwan moving across onto Topless. Topless gets his pass into Burke, and Burke's beautifully tattled it in the fifth tattle. Snatched out of the air. Back to Bridge. Bridge kicks for touch, and he finds it 5 yards short of the Wigan corner flag. So Wigan push back to their own line. And this, I think, nearly quarter of an hour gone. It's the first one of the game, and it will give you an idea of the way this game has been moving up and down. And a penalty to Wigan before the ball can be put in. Lydon will come over to kick. Referee accusing Sanderson of backing with a loose arm. Lydon brings relief to Wigan, brings them up to the 25, and Wigan with possession. It's West doing the grafting work, number 8. Fighting for every inch of territory. Now Roberts trying to do the same thing. Goes down underneath Worrell and Hobbs. Potter's turn, but he don't switch a long one out. Good way trying to come down the middle, and he's snatched out of the air by Flanagan. Wigan fling it back deep. Lydon, long kick, there's plenty cover. Nicely taken by Burke. Burke trying to get his line moving. And Goodway's up very quickly. So Wigan gained a lot of ground, but they've given possession back to Oldham. Long pass from Oldham. Dummy down the middle, turned inside, onto Foy. And Foy not happy. Referee calling out Gregory. Not happy with that tackle. Hobbs to kick for touch from just inside his own half. Quarter of an hour gone. No quarter being asked for and none given, and that's a high kick. Well into touch. 12 yards inside the Wigan half. Sanderson has his pack up with him, and it's Waddle who takes it. And Waddle taken by Case. Sanderson out to Kerwin. Kerwin holding it. Oldham trying to crash the way through. And Oldham just moving across the field. No power in their attack in that last movement. Comes to Hobbs. Hobbs switching it back inside. And Wigan pushing Oldham back in possession. Kerwin dummying from the acting half-back, and the referee says it's a forward pass. Kerwin dummied behind the play of the ball, and forward overran him, so the referee's given the scrum down. They've not had the ball in and out of a scrum yet. Just once down, and it was a penalty immediately. Forwards go in. Gregory puts the ball in. Referee wants them up again. Wigan pack resorts itself out. Rolls in quickly out to Wigan. Round the narrow side. Gale waiting behind the play of the ball, having a little run on his own. And he's surrounded by players. Wigan got a little time to sort themselves out as it comes to Gregory. Gregory going through on his own, makes a break. He has Edwards with him, looking for Edwards. Edwards gone the other way. Edwards beating him, has to go down, bounces up again, gets his passing on to Goodway. Goodway's arms are locked as he looked for support. And the Wigan player been fouled off the ball. Gregory not happy with that, he's threatening as it comes out. Wigan moving along the line, Bell taking it. Trying to bash his way through the middle. Dermot waiting behind the play of the ball. On to Gregory. Gregory slips, loses his footing. 5 tackles gone. Very slimy on top this ground tonight. Hanley sends it out. Edwards hoists one. Hampson's going up quickly. Taken well by Taylor. Taylor running it out. Bounced down 10 yards out from his own line. Kerwin behind the play of the ball, and now Bridges bringing it away. Bell's in quickly. Penalty against Wigan. Hobbs to kick for touch. Makes absolutely certain of it, no mistake. Sanderson, short one, onto Clark. Big hefty prop, but he has to go down. Sanderson, now Waddle doing the same trick, met by Graham West, and they hurl him back. Sanderson moving it across the field onto Flanagan, back onto Flanagan, long pass onto Worrell, Worrell trying to come in. Wigan are moving up very quickly and going in very, very hard. trying to bring it down the middle. Hard fought cup tie as Oldham move the ball across the field, turning back inside, broken through. Wigan in trouble here as they streak down the field, and Hampson comes in, and Wigan penalised for an obstruction, tackling a man off the ball. Clean break by Oldham. They cut Wigan down the middle, which is a thing that Wigan haven't been letting teams do to them this season. This is a kickable penalty. Referee having a word with Oldham, saying, I'm refereeing the game, I've given the penalty for the obstruction. 18 minutes gone. Straight kick. And Burke is going to take the penalty. Good kicker of the ball, powerful kicker of the ball, Burke. This could open the scoring. There's been nothing in this game so far. Defence has been right on top, but Oldham have made the cleaner break so far. They've split Wigan wide open 3 times now down the middle of the field. Well, the Wigan defence is usually so tight. But then, halfway through the first half, hoist it high, and now Oldham go into the lead. Oldham 2, Wigan 0. Awkward bouncing ball inside the Oldham 25. Acting half-back coming away strongly. Oldham now been playing determinedly. Tails are up. Got this lead in the first half at 2 points to 0. Ball nicely slipped. Wigan in a bit of trouble again in the middle of the field. On to Hobbs. Wigan being set to the gap in the Wigan defence, and Lydon goes in and takes him in the 5th tackle. Sanderson on to Flanagan. Flanagan gets it out to Taylor. Taylor kicks straight into touch on the last tackle. But we scrum down 10 yards inside the Wigan half. Wigan machine, attacking machine, not gone into action at all yet. And Gregory comes over, puts it in. Gregory gets it to Lydon. Lydon jumping, trying to come down the middle, but Oldham were quickly into the Wigan line out. Edwards behind to play the ball, looking for support. And Goodways there, went in hard, but taken by Bridges. On to Roberts. Roberts, lone figure as he goes charging into the Oldham forwards. Gregory shouting for the ball, and Gregory gets it, moves it on to Edwards. Edwards kicks high. Bouncing into the field of play. Hanley's up quickly as Taylor drops on it, and Hanley hangs on to him and puts him down inside the 25. Burke running it out from behind to play the ball. Kerwin is up to take it as acting halfback. And a penalty to Wigan for dumming with the ball, not playing it. Wigan given the penalty. Referee wanted it played. He was very slow in getting it played. And Lydon chance here to level the scores. Just outside the 25, 10 yards or so to the right of the post. 24 minutes gone, Sand being brought on to give Lydon the opportunity of making it 2 each. Players keyed up to fever pitch in this cup tie. Important kick for Lydon, a lot of whistling. And it's over right, missed it! Looked, it swung away at the last minute, swung out. It was a high kick. The wind must have got hold of it. It came over the top of the stands and whipped the ball past the post, so it's still Oldham 2, Wigan 0. Coming to Hanley. Hanley taking them on, going down the middle. Bags of defence there, and they're mauling away at him and pushing him back. Playing very hard, these Oldham forwards in defence. Dermot to Case. Case trying to force his way through. 4 players into the tackle. Dermot. Good way bringing it back inside to Bell. Bell can't get through. The tackling is very safe, very secure. As Dermot moves it to Gregory. Gregory going down the middle, gets his pass out onto Potter. Potter trying to force his way up to the halfway line. Gregory standing very close to the acting half-back. And it's Gregory who gets it. And he decided he's going to go down the middle. Still taking them with him. Put down in the 5th tackle. Oldham line up very close. Gale gets it moving onto Edward. He's going to get caught with it. 6 tackle, lets the ball go, and Oldham have it. On to Waddle. Waddle lets the ball go, comes out, ball's loose. And Wigan have it. Got the ball from that loose. Ball was thrown away by Oldham. Gregory moving it across to Gill, who's in the middle. Gill dummies, knocks one off, but Wigan have lost ground. Roberts behind the play the ball. Moves it on to Edwards. Edwards bringing Goodway down the middle. Goodway gets it on, and Wigan have lost it. Worrell drops on it. Wigan not quite ready for that move. A little bit of it, and a knock on behind the play the ball wasn't seen as it just nudged forward. Hobbs still on his feet. And Case comes in, they've slipped the ball. Wigan could be in a lot of trouble here. And Ford managed to get his pass in. What is taken from behind. Some desperate tackling going on by Wigan. Switch back inside by Oldham. Keeping it tight and close at the moment. Kerwin going over. Moves it on to Flanagan. Flanagan dummying. Buried on the good Wigan tackling. Sanderson waiting for the play the ball. Little overhead kick covered by Wigan. Managed to slip the ball onto Gregory. Gregory moving it onto Goodway. Goodway running into the defence and they hang on to him. Topless and Kerwin. Dermot going through from acting half-back. Gets it onto Hanley. Wigan playing in a very small space. They never decrease in circles at the moment. Dermot onto Gregory. Gregory to West. West holding it onto Edwards. Edwards, a beautiful break! Going for the corner. Bugs after him. Edwards beats him. Edwards run. Tremendous run by Edwards. Beautiful cut. And the top judge's flag has gone up. Referee lets it go on. And the referee says it's back to 1. Little kick through. Wigan hot on the attack as it comes to West. West a long lob pass to Gregory. Out to Line. Line going for the corner. Coming inside and he's well tackled. Wigan wanting a quick play. Hanson's up at acting half-back. Comes to Gregory. Gregory holding it. Trying to go through on his own. Looking for support. On to Bell. Bell on Potter's dropped it. Potter, little over-eager, little over-anxious. Oldham back in their own 22, running it out from behind to play the ball, allowed to come a long way. A good clearing run by the acting half-back. Acting half-back again, trying to come through. Kerwin behind to play the ball. Runs cross field. And this is hard cup tie rugby as the kick straight into touch. Ball back to just outside the 25. And Wigan made a switch. They put Goodway at full back to come into the line out, I think, and they put Hampson, moved him up. Strange line-up from Wigan unless it's a planned move. Goodway is lining out as if he's ready to come into the attack. In go the heads. Ball's in, come back quickly. Gregory onto Edwards, and the move was snuffed out. He couldn't get it to Goodway, who was coming tearing through, but he was snuffed out. Comes to Roberts. Roberts is taking them on, puts his shoulder in. And Flanagan completes the tackle. Dermott onto Gregory. Gregory turning inside, and an arm swung then, didn't connect. They got pneumonia from the draft of that swing. Dermott onto Edwards. Edwards a short one onto Goodway. Goodway's knocked down, lets the ball come back. Edwards regains possession, dummying, making a break, and he's followed and put down. And sudden acceleration of Edwards has been devastating tonight. Hanley out onto Hampson. Hampson, little overhead kick. Wigan are following it up. Taylor's there to take it safely as he's put down by Hanley. Oldham back near their own line, running the ball out. Burke trying to come through. Oldham playing it hard in this first half as Waddle runs across the field, not making any penetration at all. Flanagan turning and twisting with it, and Oldham dragged their way up to the 25 line. Topless switches direction. Wigan are there to seal the gaps up, and the referee says 5 tackles have gone. Oldham tacking down the wing. Little grubber kick, push it into touch rather than be caught with it on the 6th tackle. Wigan coming more into the attacking play now, but finding this Oldham defence hard to break down. Territorially, it's been all Wigan for the last quarter of an hour. Gregory puts it in, coming out, and Oldham were miles offside behind the referee's back. The referee has caught them. The Oldham backs were right in the Wigan line out. Lydon to kick for touch down the Oldham right wing. Takes Wigan up to the Oldham 25. On to Case. Case running at them, throws the ball. Wigan have lost it. Wigan lost all the possession. The referee said there's been a knock-on. Case went in, a wild pass. Dermott couldn't take, so Oldham defeat the scrum. In it goes, and it comes out to Oldham, to Topless. Topless trying to get round Edwards, gets his pass in. Bridge coming down the middle, keeping the ball moving well. Oldham, long pass to Taylor, and he knocks on with a high pass. And Taylor, very tall man, but he couldn't take that off his fingertips. That's 7 minutes to go to half-time. Oldham still leading by 2 points to 0. The referee wants them out on the 10-yard line. Ball's in, coming out to Gregory. Once again, Topless moving very quickly into the Wigan line out at the scrums. Hanley going up behind the play of the ball. Hanley had to grope for it, trying to shake them up, but the ball was played slowly to him. The referee calling out. Sanderson hit him in the tackle. Hanley getting up very gingerly. And this is Lydon's second effort, second chance of levelling the scores. Very similar to the last one that he missed. It's just outside the 25 and about 12 yards to the right of the post. About 7 minutes to go to half time. Lydon then stabs at it, and it's a high one. It's hit the post. Wigan goal kicking not coming off. 2 penalties missed. 1 just wide and 1 at the post. Oldham now, they'll probably keep this tight. Right on, coming up to half time in their own 25. Acting half-back coming through with the ball. Sealed up by Graham West. Roberts and Case going to the tattle. Forwards coming pelting the way forward. Big prop Clark charging in, taking 3 Wigan players to get him down. Referee says 5 have gone as Sanderson moves it across. Straight down Hampson's throat, takes it well. Made a couple of good runs, he's running a bit wide this time, and there he's bounced down. That was a good tackle. Gill behind to play the ball. Can't get away from that tackling. He's turning and twisting. Gets over the halfway line. Dermott to Gregory. Gregory to Edwards. Edwards to Hanley. Hanley trying to batter his way through. Bridge hangs on to him, helped with Kerwin. Gregory holding it. And Oldham are right, and he slipped it to West. West makes a break. Cover cross, goes and take him. That was nicely slipped by Wigan. Comes to Edwards. Edwards, little overhead kick. Covers there, he's not going to get to it first. Burke is back, and Burke falls on it in the in-goal area. Drop out from under the post with about 4 minutes to go to half-time. Wigan coming into this game a lot more now, but still can't get the points on the board. Pressure might tell later on in the game. Tries a deep one, coming to Hampson. Hampson looking for support. Gives it to Goodway. Goodway driving in. Has his feet taken from under him. Dermott is up. Dermott to Gregory. Gregory running cross field. Dummy in to bring it inside. Can't get rid of the ball. Buried with it. Lot of oohing from the crowd. Lot of mauling going on in the tattle. Referee calling Wigan player out. Now having a word with Bell. Penalty to Oldham. And another one. Somebody's opening mouth again on the Wigan side. Another 10 yards away. Referee having another word. Not having anybody opening the mouth. He's been very strict and very tight tonight. Oldham will kick for touch down the Wigan left wing. Time ticking away towards half time. Hobbs lifts it into touch, not a lot of ground gain. Oldham with possession, just inside their own half to Kerwin. Kerwin moving it across. Waddle goes driving in hard. Now it's Hobbs' turn. Referee making Wigan get back, screaming at them. And Gregory's off for dissent. So Wigan gonna have to play the rest of this cup tie with 12 players. As Gregory is sent off, the referee had a word with him a moment ago, and now he's sent him off. And almost on the stroke of half-time, Oldham have a chance to go another 2 points ahead. So Wigan now really have a battle on their hands. Referee not having them talking. Burke being brought up. Apart from stoppage time, about a minute to go to half-time. And that's a sad blow for Wigan, losing the scrum half right on the stroke of half-time. So Wigan are going to have to play all the second half with 12 men. That could be a costly opening of the mouth. setting himself up round the corner. And it's there. But kick 2, Wigan missed 2, so Oldham go into a 4 points to nil lead. Wigan going to have to reorganise the team now. Lydon, hard, it's well taken. Oldham will have the tails up now. Charging forward to Flanagan. Flanagan dummying, running into Roberts. Roberts hangs on to him. Sanderson moving it across. Oldham now playing it in the forwards. Flanagan getting the line moving onto Worrell. Worrell taking them with him, and Roberts and West put him down. Break down the right wing, Wigan in a lot of trouble, and the kick overhead, and Wigan make it dead. Gill's back there in time. There goes the hooter for half time, and the clean breaks have come. The clean breaks have come from Oldham, apart from one by Edwards, and the Oldham crowd highly delighted with this performance. Got the tails up now, 4 points in front as they come off. Half-time score, Oldham 4, Wigan 0. Players take the field for the second half, Wigan down to 12 men, but there is a chance that Gregory might be coming back on again. We're not sure whether he's been put off altogether or whether he's just been sin-binned for 10 minutes. The referee's signal was not very clear, so we may have to see, Wigan may have to struggle for 7 minutes or so as Oldham prepare to restart the second half with a 4 points to nil lead. Oldham then from left to right. 40 minutes to go to the next round. Stuck in the mud, Edwards picking, Bell picking it up, coming strongly down the middle. Dermot to Case. Case using his hand off, coming in strongly. Dermot to Roberts, Roberts turning it inside. Westfleet got to Edwards, Edwards can't take it. Knock on given. Case appealing for a bit of obstruction, but Edwards had got his hand to it before he was tackled. Good way been brought out of the pack. Edwards gone to scrum half. Ball shoots out the Oldham side. Case goes into the tattle. Oldham tight in the forwards and Wigan not letting them come. Sanderson. Out to Flanagan. Flanagan moving it across. On to Clark. Clark stopped easily for such a big man. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan holding it. Bringing Kerwin down the middle. He runs into Roberts. And they hurl him back. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan moving it out. Back to Flanagan. Coming back down the middle. Wigan hanging on as Worrell gets his ball, gets his passing, keeping it moving well. Oldham attacking hard as Edwards goes across. Fifth tattle, says the referee. It comes out, Hobbs moving it on. There's an awful gap in the Wigan line out. As Toppers come down the middle inside and Wigan have stitched it. That's 6 tattles. And Wigan, there was nobody out on the Wigan right wing. Now Wigan trying to bring it away from the play the ball. Wigan bringing it away from behind the play the ball. Roberts Gets it onto Edwards. Edwards coming back down the middle, running into big prop Clark, and he's buried. We're getting a bit disorganised at the moment. As Dermot gets it onto Case. Case inside to Dermot, he's got a break. He has support with him on both sides. Gets it out onto Bell. Bell going for the line, onto Gill. Gill streaking for the corner. And he's been taken from behind. That's a great run by Wigan down the field. Now in a strong attacking position. On to Hanley. Hanley dumbing with it, trying to go through the centre. Managed to shovel it back. Wigan on to Goodway. Goodway to West. West going down the middle. Gets it back. On to Hanley. Hanley going out to the right. He's been intercepted. Trouble for Wigan as they cover across. Taylor cutting inside and Wigan covered well there. Well, that wingman certainly showed a lack of legs. But it's Oldham in possession, attacking down the middle. Wigan again thin out on that right wing. Roberts is across, hanging on. And the ball's gone loose. Referee says play on. Well, Wigan looked all over school and then nearly gave them a try. Now Clark turning his shoulder into Wigan. 4 minutes of this second half gone, full of excitement, full of action. Topless turns it inside, ball's loose on the floor and Wigan have got the possession. Edwards moving it out. Goodway turning back inside, back onto Dermot. Dermot trying to bash his way through. Bell up in the attack to Edwards. Edwards back onto Bell. Bell a long pass to Hanley. Hanley trying to come down the middle, being followed. They're watching Hanley very carefully, not giving him an inch of space to work in. On to Roberts. Roberts turns it back inside. Wigan nearly through to making the break now. Edwards coming up in support. They couldn't get the ball to him. Comes to Edwards. Edwards to Case. Case back to Edwards. Edwards a long one. Gill taking it, turning and twisting, and they're mauling away at him. Referee says it's back to one. Goodway dancing from behind to play the ball. Now Wigan are piling on the pressure. As it goes out to Edwards. Edwards on to Case. Case looking for support, and Roberts not watching it, and Oldham have it. Roberts not looking fully fit as Flanagan gets up very slowly, getting up like a dying camel. He looks hurt there, trying to drive the way up the centre of the field. And Gregory's coming back on. Time in his sim is up. Referee touch judge signals him to go on. As Oldham break down the middle, taken from behind, on to Cohen. Cohen being taken. Wigan stitch it up. Touch judge is on. Gregory just come on the field. Shirley's not in trouble again. Wigan in trouble, given the penalty. Wigan now back to full strength. 7 minutes of the second half gone. Well, Wigan are having this game territorially, but they can't anything to show for it. Hobbs into touch. Oldham now to attack. Keeping it tight in the forwards. Oldham again coming hard onto it, driving into the Wigan 25. Kerwin's up behind to play the ball, doing the run around. Kerwin still with it, long pass out onto Taylor on the wing. Taylor coming inside, runs into the cover defence. A high pass, good Noah. Hampson's up then, he takes it so beautifully, so cleanly. Gregory moving it, good way. Being taken by the forwards, gets it back inside to Edwards. Edwards streaks off, and his legs are taken from under him. Case coming through from acting half-back. Managed to get a pass to West. West with support from Bell. Bell gets it onto Edwards. Edwards having to go back in the middle, gets up to the halfway line. Dermot to Gregory. Gregory juggling with it. Gregory having to run on his own. Gains a lot of ground. Gill, penalty to Wigan, holding on in the tackle. Not letting him get up to play it. Lydon coming over. Kicking for touch. And it's in, just inside the 25. Dermot to West. West running straight, running hard, but well tackled, plucked out of the air. Dermot to Roberts. Now Roberts decides he's going to have a run. Can't get through this strong tackling. Dermot to Gregory. Gregory to Edwards. Edwards turning it inside to Hanley. Hanley runs into trouble. This defensive line of Oldham's holding very surely as it comes to Gregory. Gregory dumming. Goes down underneath Flanagan. Dermot to Edwards. Doing the runaround with Roberts. Roberts trying to straighten up and go through. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. What move are Wigan going to make? Dermot puts a little kick through. Taken by Oldham right on their own line. Oldham going to have to graft away to bring it away. Wigan trying to pin them down as the forwards come in. Managed to slip the ball, and the ball's been dropped right underneath the posts. Bit of panic in the Oldham ranks. Wigan 10 yards out, right under the sticks. Wigan to feed. Wigan's attacking has been relentless in this half. Oldham might be showing for it. Gregory puts it out to Gregory to Edwards. Edwards making the break on his own. He's plucked out of the air. To Hanley. Hanley having a run. Going strongly. Can't get through this defence. Packed tight and solid. Wigan moving it across. Edwards to West. West trying to go through. Slips the ball back onto Edwards. Edwards gets it out. Wigan keeping it. Potter. Out onto Hampson. Hampson going down the middle, and he's knocked down to the floor. And bounced down again. Plays it to Hanley. Hanley onto Gregory. Gregory trying to go on his own, and he slips. To Case. Case to Edwards. Edwards holding it, a long one. Goes out to the wing. And the defence turned back inside. Wigan keeping away from the touchline. Lobbed again. Wigan keeping it moving. Comes to Case. To Hanley. Hanley going on his own. Dummying. Trying to bash his way through. And he cannot get through this defence. Out to Edwards. Edwards dummying onto West. West lets the ball go. It's in the air and it's over the line. And the referee says it's a knock-on. And the 25, back to the 25. Wigan knocked on over the dead ball area. Oldham withstood a lot of pressure. 12 minutes gone. Will this tell eventually? Sanderson with the tap. Ball's tight in the forwards. Goodway flings his man down to the ground. Goodway's in again. Sanderson behind the play of the ball to Clark. Clark's let the ball go. Wigan have it. Dermot to Gregory. Gregory, short one to Case. Case turning it, bringing Edwards back inside. Edwards out onto Goodway. Goodway going forward. And he has to die with the ball. Dermot to Bell. Bell running at them, taking them on, trying to crash his way through the middle. Dermot going through on his own from acting half-back, gains 5 yards of ground. Gill coming up behind the play the ball, probably wanting a little run, but gives it to Gregory. Gregory straightening up, trying to come through the middle and slip it. And he's let it go, the ball's loose on the floor. Wigan keeping it moving. Turn back inside onto Roberts. And he knocks on. Referee's given the knock on. Wigan a little bit disorganised in the play. Cohen feeds, gets it out, moving it across. On a break by Oldham, coming through well, good run by Burke. Plays it back to Foy. Foy moves it inside to Sherman, runs into Roberts. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan trying to get his line moving. Long lob pass goes out to Bridge. Bridge coming inside, coming strongly, eventually forced down by Wigan. Oldham having trouble, Taylor running crossfield. Not gaining any ground. Sanderson flings it back for the kick. Wigan having to run back for that one. Gill have it 10 yards from his line. A lot of red and white shirts up there. Gill's feet go for running as he comes inside. Still struggling, turning and twisting. But Wigan have been pushed a long way back. First time they've been in the Wigan 25 this half. Hampson moves it across onto Edwards. Edwards trying to dance his way through, well tackled by Foy. Bell waiting behind the play the ball, decides he's going to clear his lines. Now it's Gregory with it. Gregory puts a little overhead kick, tries for an obstruction which he doesn't get, and he's given it, the referee's given it. Said the shoulder went in. Wigan take the quick tap penalty, moving it out, onto Hanley. Hanley going hard down the far wing, gets over the halfway line. Edwards is up for a quick play the ball, it's Edwards it comes to. Edwards does the run around, a long one, comes out to Case, Case handing them off. Can't get rid of the ball, they're hanging on to him. Dermot to Gregory. Gregory holding it, dummy, short one onto West. West onto Bell, Bell going for the line, he's going to be in! A great try after a run by Gregory, Bell's in! Leveling the scores! Quarter of an hour of pressure has told. Gregory slipped a beautiful pass to West. West cut through, and Bell coming through like an express train. Round. And finish. The Raper warming up for Oldham on the touchline. Joe Lydon missed 2 kicks so far. Vital in this closely fought contest. And that puts Wigan in the lead. Wigan 6, Oldham 4. Draper has come on. And the big prop, number 8, Clark, is off. Coming to Gregory, takes it cleanly. On to Potter, Potter running crossfield. Buried in his own 25. Dermot, short one. Wigan trying to clear the 25 line. Turned back inside. Wigan fighting for every inch of ground as Case is held. 3 forwards run into him. Edwards moving it across quickly onto Roberts. Roberts gains 10 yards before he's halted. Bell waiting behind to play the ball. Onto Gregory. Gregory holding it, trying to come through. 3 players mauling at him and he has to go down. Lydon's come up for the kick and it's flung back to him and he drops it. Looking to take the kick, took his eye off the ball. Trouble of having to be brought in from the wing, so he's come down just outside the Wigan 25. Just nearly halfway through this half. Kerban with it, working it onto Foy. Foy a long one out to Burke. Burke trying to break through, gets his pass in. Out onto Taylor. Taylor going for the line, coming inside. Wigan at cover cross. Snuff him out. Only 2 points in it. Wigan with a lead. As Oldham move it across the Wigan 25, and now Wigan going determinedly into the tackle. Acting half-back, he plays it to himself. Oldham now fired up as Kerwood moves it across. Switch of direction. Oldham try to drive the way through like juggernauts. Comes to Kerwin. Kerwin a long one to Flanagan. Flanagan, and Worrell slips and the referee says 5 tackles. Flanagan coming up behind to play the ball. Wigan don't want to kick it, it's on the last tackle. Kerwin puts a kick through. Hanley misses it, it's kicked over the Wigan line, the ball's loose. Wigan in a bit of stress there on their own line, having a job bringing it away as Oldham come in to bounce them down. Now Oldham trying to keep Wigan back on their own line. Edwards coming through from acting half-back. A great break by Edwards. Streaking down the field. Puts in a long kick. Hanley's chasing it. Bouncing awkwardly. And the ball's still loose and it's Oldham who over. That was a great clearance by Edwards. Took a lot of pressure off Wigan. And Oldham are now back in their own 25 again. As Sherman goes across field. And Bell and Potter put him down. Oldham coming back rather wearily. They put a lot into that attack. And Edwards split them right down the middle. Kerwin moving the ball out onto the far wing. Wigan forcing them back inside into the cover. Oldham, and the ball dropped and Wigan have snapped it up. Roberts quickly onto the loose ball. Dermot wanted to get on with it, gets it out to Gregory. Gregory trying to come down the middle. On to West. West gets past it, but intercepted by Foy. Bell's there in time to cover. Flanagan moving it across the field. Oldham trying to come up the middle of the field and Wigan holding them. Not a lot of fire in the legs then as the ball goes out to Taylor. Taylor's lost the ball. Wigan lining up David Stevenson as substitute as Roberts goes plunging his way forward. Minutes gone this half. Oldham up quickly. Gregory trying to go down the middle, slips it again to West. Combining well, Gregory and West. Long one to Edwards. Edwards to Bell. Bell again going down the middle. Comes on to Gregory. Gregory holding it. Has to go down. Referee says that's 5 tackles gone. Dermot goes over to Edwards. Edwards kicks, hoists it high. following it up. Burke takes it safely, gets his pass into Taylor, and Taylor swung round and bounced down inside his own 25. Oldham struggling a bit now as Warnock tries to bring the ball forward. West goes in hard into the tackle. Oldham finding it difficult to make ground as Flanagan does the run around. Case is in. Wigan warming up for the substitution. There goes the kick. Awkward one. Well taken by Hampson. Gets it on to Gill. Gill going to go down the middle. Streaking down. Gets out of one touch. Then has his feet taken from under him. Hanley dancing round from behind to play the ball. Against 10 yards of ground before he's put down. Edwards changing direction onto Roberts. Roberts charging forward, looking for support, but he can't get rid of the ball and has to die with it. Dermott to Edwards. Edwards to Gregory. Gregory beating one tackle, beating another one. Dermott behind to play the ball to West. West holding it, going down the middle. Snuffed out in the 5th tackle. Comes to Gregory. Gregory tries a drop goal. Sticks in the mud in the in-goal area. Wigan slip. Well run out by Burke. Eventually he's down 15 yards out from his own line. Now they're struggling on this ground, is getting very heavy. Wigan holding them, wrapping their arms around them, trying to keep the ball from moving. Goes to Kerwin. Kerwin moving a long pass out towards the Oldham left wing. Wigan going in quickly, going in hard. And Oldham bogged down at the moment. The Wigan forwards are holding them well. Once again, it's snuffed out. That's the 5th tackle. Moving it out wide to Flanagan. Flanagan turning it back inside. They're keeping the ball moving. No. Little overhead kick. Roberts drops on it. Can't take it cleanly. Still loose. Picked up by West. West driving for. He's lost the ball. And Wigan lost it. Got out to do another 6 tackles. Back to 1, says the referee. Bridge coming strongly. Gregory goes in. Oldham pack tiring a bit, but there's still life in their backs as Flanagan holding it, moves it, and Goodway goes in, and there's a break. Foy trying to come through. Bell goes in. Flanagan moving it across the field. Ball's loose. Wigan dive on it and get possession. Potter up, waiting for the play the ball. Bell gets up, and Bell looks hurt. And Wigan will... Bell looking rather badly injured. Wigan could well be referee telling them to get on with it. Wigan might change the card number now as Bell was hurt. Bell plays the ball onto Case. Case going in. Wigan still wanted to make this substitution, wanted to bring Hampson off and bring Stevenson on. Comes to Gregory. Gregory holding the ball, making the break. Can't get rid of it, onto Goodway. Goodway running very close to him. Goodway to Edwards. Edwards holding it, trying to make it a break down the middle. And he's taken from behind in the 5th tackle. Hampson's come up for the kick. And Hampson hoists a high one. He's followed it, so they should all be onside. They jump for it. Ball's knocked back. And it's Oldham who have it. Flanagan takes it. Oldham trying to come down the middle. Roberts takes his man. Kerwin moving it out to the left wing onto Taylor. He's been quite ineffective. to Flanagan. Flanagan moving it across, a long pass. Wigan quickly up, there's an overlap. As he moved out to the wing, and Wigan come across. Foy being taken by Gill, but gets away from Gill. Strong run by Foy, good ways across to smother him. Turned inside. Burke moves it across. Nicely slipped ball. Wigan trying to snuff them out. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. Wigan are being pushed back, but Oldham hot on the attack now. Moving it across out to the left wing. Kick behind the defence, coming straight to Hampson. Hampson running it out. They're quite happy to dive with the ball and keep possession for Wigan. Gale wanting a run from acting half-back. Now it's Wigan's turn to have to fight the way forward. Gale gets up very slowly, looking hurt in that tackle. Good way, looking for support. And Wigan were a bit sluggish then. Now it's Case fighting for every yard of territory. And Oldham not letting them come. Dermot onto Gregory. Gregory dumbing with it. Gregory bringing gets yardage onto Gale. Gale slips, gets up again, going inside, dummying, trying to come down the middle. Has to dive with the ball. Referee says that's 5 tackles gone. As Dermot, Edwards gets it out. Long kick from Wigan, pushing Oldham back. Going over the try line. Sticking in the in-goal area. Referee says he stepped over the dead ball line. So there's going to be a drop out from under the post, and Hampson is coming off. Stevenson's going up. So Stevenson will go on the wing. And Goodway has gone to full back. Well, this is probably a bit of applause just for this kick-off. Hobbs coming to Gregory. Picks it up cleanly. Running at them. And he has his feet taken from under him and a penalty given to Wigan. Referee stops the clock. Name being taken. Waddle in trouble. 31 minutes gone, and Topless is being brought off, and Warnock is being brought on. Oldham making a substitution. Dangerous, that sort of tackle. So Oldham have used both the substitutes. And as Lydon comes up to take this kick, Wigan leading by 2 points. Edwards has gone to full back to cover. Sand being brought on. About 8 minutes to go to full time. Wigan leading by 6 points to 4. The one solitary try to Bell. But Oldham have struggled very hard in their own 25 for the last quarter of an hour or so. They've been finding it very difficult to make ground. Lydon. Paul, legs must be getting heavy now as we get near the end of this game. And he lifts it. True in the middle, making it now Wigan 8, Oldham 4. And Oldham needing a converted try to get into the lead. About 7 minutes of normal time. There have been stoppages, so there'll be more than 7 minutes yet to play. Hard fought to cup tie, been tough. Desperately tough. Coming to Gale. Gale making sure he gets it. Gale beats off one, still struggling his way, gets his pass in. Onto Roberts. Roberts looking for support and he's knocked down. To Gregory. Gregory to Edwards. Edwards changing direction, trying to come down the middle. Dermot changing direction onto Case. Case gains his 5 yards of ground. Dermot to West. Now West decides he's going to go forward. He's snuffed out by the Oldham defence. The referee signals 5 tackles gone. Wigan are lined up for the kick as it's flung back onto Lydon. Lydon has to dummy. Lifts a high one, straight into touch. Wigan not getting this ball back well for the kicker. He's having to change from one foot to another. Lydon now gone to full back and Stevenson gone out on the wing. Kerwin puts it in and it shoots straight out the side of the scrum. Got to go in again. Ball's in once more, out to Kerwin. Burke's linked up. Burke dummying, trying to come through. He's followed across and put down. Kerwin moves it inside to Flanagan. Flanagan a short pass onto Foy, and Foy snatched out of the air. On the Wigan 25, Sanderson. This well could be a last-ditch effort by Oldham as they force their way into the Wigan 25. 4 points behind as Flanagan holding it. It's a long pass out. The ball's been dropped, and Wigan glad to have that inside their own 25. Roberts getting up very shakily. Back to Case. Case puts his head down. Flung down to the ground. Gregory comes up behind the play of the ball. Gregory decides he's going to bring it away, dumbing his way, but Oldham are having none of it. Now Dermot's behind the play of the ball. Sends a short one to Potter. Potter gains 10 yards. Wigan keeping it tight now these last 5 minutes. Taking no risk, it goes to Edwards. Edwards moves it across. Good way, trying to bash his way through. Referee says 5 tackles gone as David Stevenson comes up, lobs it out, and Edwards puts the kick in. The defence is back for it. Taylor's there. Wigan jerseys are up as it's moved out onto Taylor. Case is up, and Taylor's snuffed out in his own half. Oldham now forwards having a battle away. West goes in hard with Roberts and Potter. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan moving across to Kerwin. Kerwin trying to come down the middle, gets his pass in, and Wigan seal it up in the middle of the field. Sanderson. Ball's loose, and that's tiredness creeping in. It could cause a bit of trouble. Little kick through. Wigan have knocked on, and Oldham have got it back, and they're back to 1. Oldham on the halfway line. Last ditch effort, turning it back inside. It's loose and Case has it. And no doubt Wigan will now stick it up the jumpers. Gregory moves it inside onto Stevenson. Stevenson taking them with him. Strong run by David Stevenson. Now Hanley making a run. Hanley going through, getting a lot of ground. He's upended. Referee says his pass was forward. About 3 minutes to go of normal time.
Won this evening, voted by the press, by number 6 of Wigan, Sean Edwards.
And Edwards has got the man of the match award. Kerwin to feed. Usually the one who's put it in has got it out. Rolls out to Kerwin. Burke kicks behind the Wigan defence. Gill and Potter going back for it. Gill takes it. Gill running it out, plenty of space to work in, and he has his legs taken from under him with good tackling by Oldham. And Gill is hurt. Referee stops the clock. About 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Wigan 8, Oldham 4, as we come into the last minutes of this hard-fought cup tie. Wigan will be desperate to hang on to these 4 points. There'll be quite a bit of extra time to play because of these long stoppages. Edwards urging his players on. Gill looking shaken. Referee says start the clock. As it goes to Case, safe and sure. Pull ploughing his way up to the halfway line. Now it's Western. West can't get very far. Oldham coming in quickly, coming in hard. Case lining up again. I think it's going to be Potter's turn. It's Potter who's coming, get just over the halfway line. Wigan fighting for every inch of ground. Dermot gets it to Gregory. Gregory puts a lot good grubber kick in, almost up to the 25 line, pushing Oldham back. One wonders if Oldham have now got the legs to cover this distance. Been a stamina sapping game. Kerwin to feed. He's got a lot of ball from his own feeding. It's in, and this time, and Wigan penalised for feet up. Wigan had won it after their feed. Referee said Dermot had his feet up, so it's a penalty to Oldham just outside their own 25. And a good kick by Hobbs brings it nearly up to the halfway line. Sanderson, short pass on to Worrell. Worrell is met by Roberts. And West are hanging on to him. He lets the ball go on to Flanagan. Flanagan trying to come down the middle. Sanderson gets his pass in, charging forward. West goes into the tattle. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan to Kerwin. Kerwin moving it across. Ball's been dropped. Referee says it's gone back as Oldham keep it moving. Worrell trying to come straight down the field. It's snuffed out by the Wigan defence. Sanderson moving it out onto the substitute. Dermot's hanging on to him to drag themselves nearly up to the Wigan 25. Keeping it tight onto Foy. Roberts wraps him up. Referee says that's 5 tackles gone. But now in injury time as Ridge puts an overhead kick. Ball's loose on the ground and Wigan have it. Near their own line. The forwards are going to have to do the hard graft in these closing stages. And the referee says they've knocked on behind the scrum. Edwards down on the ground with cramp. Bad mistake by Wigan near their own line. Oldham to feed, they'll probably get it out. And Edwards is out of the game. There's 4 points in it. Can Wigan hang on to these desperately needed points? Oldham, nice little kick by Bridges, has caused trouble in the Wigan defence. Edwards now up on his feet. Out to Oldham, there's a big gap as they turn and try to batter the way over. Near the line, now can Wigan hold them? Is this wall going to be solid enough? As Oldham play the ball back, trying to batter the way over. And they scored! They scored by the side of the post in injury time. 8 points each. This could be the nail in Wigan's coffin. Battered the way over. Well, well into injury time now as Burke moves back. 8 points each, and it's 10-8. Great elation from the Oldham team. And now this ball will be sewn up. Wigan wanted to get on with it quickly. Take a short one. Forwards are under it. Roberts is in, knocks his man down, came in hard. Referee not stopping the clock, wanting to get on with the game. Worrell sticks it up his jumper, and there goes the hooter, and Wigan are out of the cup. Wigan go out in the first round, a game which they seem to have in the bag. Winning 8 points to 4 in injury time, and they from the grass. A knock on behind the play the ball, led to a scrum, and from the play the ball, Oldham crashed away over by the side of the post to give them the lead, 10 points to 8.